Because I don't have a second device.
Okay, here. Just before we go, let me read you the hadith from the Prophet. Here,
Which
on
hadith?
the authority of Mughira, on the authority of Shabi, the Jews came to the Prophet and they asked him, what is the punishment for adultery? Meaning,
Yes.
like they mean stoning, that's what they want to tell him. He said, if 4 people testify that they saw him enter as a kuhl stick enters a kuhl container, then stoning is obligatory. Otherwise, it's
Yes.
flogging. Okay?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
the hukum for adultery is that the PP has to enter the VV, according to your
Yes.
Prophet.
Yes.
So, anything beyond that is not considered adultery, Habibi. It's considered lamam, according to the Quran, and I'll show you.
No, we're talking about a man accusing his wife.
Ani, that's not my point. Anyway.
That's what the point. That's what you're making fun of. You
Okay,
and,
wait. Okay, give me. Which and Nur what?
As Nur ayah 6. Nur, I believe is number 24. Surah number 24.
That's fine. والذين يرمون أزواجهم ولم يكن لهم شهداء إلا أنفسهم.
Show it to the screen. Show it in the screen. But not everybody in English understand Arabic.
I'll show the English as well.
Yeah.
والذين يرمون أزواجهم ولم يكن لهم شهداء إلا أنفسهم فشهادة أحدهم 4 شهادات بالله إنه لمن الصادقين.
Okay, continue.
So it says, and those who accuse their wives of adultery but have no witnesses except themselves, the accuser must testify, swearing 4 times by Allah that he is telling the truth.
Yes, go ahead. Continue. It's like 4 verses. Yeah.
And a 5th oath that Allah may condemn him if he is lying, for her to be spread the punishment. What? For her ويدر عنها العذاب أن تشهد 4 شهادات بالله إنه ويدرأ. Yeah. So, and I will remove the punishment from the woman if she swears 4 oaths by Allah that the accuser husband is certainly one of the liars, and a 5th oath that Allah may be displeased with her if he is telling the truth. Oh my God. You would have suffered had it not been for Allah's grace and mercy upon you, and had Allah not been accepting of repentance all wise.
Mushroom, I have to remind Mu'ali that this is not applicable to Sharia, because during in the court of law, they depend only on the 4 witnesses. They don't depend on this mula'ana. Do you understand? One man cannot be 4 witnesses. That's according to Islam. This ayah doesn't take precedence over the one where it says, no, Allah says bring 4 witnesses for the crime. Okay? So it's not our fault that your Allah doesn't know how to apply the law. Then he says, no, 1 is enough. Then he says 4 is enough. It's not our fault. Your Sharia court doesn't allow for this to be the case.
Wait, I don't get the problem.
What's the Sharia court?
One second.
This is a verse from the Quran.
Yeah. That's fine. The problem is, what is going to guarantee us if anybody is telling the truth? Let's say you found your wife committing adultery. You don't have no witnesses. You go to the court of law. You take your wife with you. You do your cursing and your swearing, whatever, your oaths. Okay? She does the same. You say she's a liar. He says she is a liar. Who's telling the truth? How do we resolve the matter?
If both of them swear that they are telling the truth, then
of course. He's a liar.
No, I mean, like, if both of them they are saying the same thing, they swear that they are telling the truth, then that's it. There's no punishment going to be enacted.
So they can both continue to commit adultery. Yes,
you're talking about somebody
keep committing adultery and keep denying it. Yeah, that's a good system, man.
It says الخامسة أن لعنة الله عليه. That means that the curse of Allah will be upon you.
Your Allah doesn't curse the man. Your Allah is happy. انكحوا ما طاب لكم من النساء.
Bro, who's got this much noise, man? You guys gotta control your noise, yani. When it's noisy, mute up. Gee. Okay,
رجال عذبني والله من جد، يعني ترى ما استحمله، ما اطيق، يعني ما
مين
اطيق
هاد؟
الاصوات اللي يجيبها معاه. Mo, he's always outside in the
Ah,
open air where there's
is
so
he?
much screaming going on all the time.
So guys, this is Sharia.
He's
Okay,
nice
if
to
you don't
talk to,
have
but
four
he's very
witnesses,
loud.
if you don't have four witnesses, this is your Sharia. If you don't have four witnesses that could witness the ding dong inside the vagine, okay, all right, then you have to go to these verses of the mula'ana, okay. But the problem is that doesn't solve the issue. So you can swear four oaths, right? You can swear four oaths, and you swear la'na, may Allah curse me if I'm lying. اخي وين قاعد على بالشارع العام انت؟ سد الميكروفون عمي. اي so we have, the issue is, if you don't have four witnesses that have seen the ding dong inside the vagine, according to the يعني to Muhammad, okay, the kuhl stick in the kuhl container, the makeup stick in the makeup container. You know how you put when you have the nail polish? Imagine that. Yeah, the witnesses have to see the nail polish stick inside the nail polish container. If he doesn't have four witnesses, he needs to come here and read this verse, okay, that tells you what? And those who accuse their wives of adultery but have no witnesses, okay, except themselves, the accuser must testify, swearing 4 times by Allah that he is telling the truth. But see, the problem is, she could be doing the same thing. She would have to swear by Allah that she's telling the truth. They could be doing that, both of them. They could both, summon Allah's curse upon them. But who is telling the truth? When we asked Mo, he said, well, that's it. If they both do the same thing, then it's up on them. But then that's literally a license to go and continue committing adultery, okay, without facing any consequences if the man has no 4 witnesses. But then if he needs to get his 4 witnesses, he doesn't have to swear 4 times. The witnesses will see the ding dong. Apparently, they'll I don't know how that will happen. But seriously, if you think that it's possible to prove adultery in Islam, then you're out of your mind. Because to begin with, resort number
I
one,
think
so then number one solution is, well, you can't practice it anyway. Because how are you gonna, what, every night you're gonna bring 4 people with you and barge in onto your wife to see whether she's committing adultery or not? You cover her from head to toe to begin with. How are you gonna do that?
I think you have a misunderstanding of when I say that the curse of Allah is upon me if I'm lying. Do you understand when I say the curse of Allah is upon me? What does it mean?
Yeah, it just means that may Allah curse you if you're lying, but that means nothing to anybody anyway.
That means nothing to anybody.
Yeah, it does actually.
Why?
It does mean
What does it
nothing.
mean? What does it mean?
Because you're allowed to lie in Islam. So at the end of the day, you could be in your heart. In your heart, you could have something. In your heart, you could mean something while you say something else.
Bro, we are talking about believers here, okay? Okay, if you're somebody who's weak in faith and you don't care, okay, yes, of course, you're gonna say it and you don't care, yeah? But the consequences, you're gonna have to pay for it in the day of judgment. If you are somebody who is a believer, okay, the last thing you want in
Your
your
Allah
record is
just
that.
said, Mo, your Allah just said, النساء حرث لكم. Okay? So go into them however you please. You can go into the woman however you please. You can choose any woman you want. يعني your Allah flip-flops over there. And then he says, لا تكرهوا فتياتكم على البغاء إن أردنا تحسنا. So your Allah, now he has made what? Prostitution legal. So please don't come to me and start telling me that Allah punishes this. Allah made every single follower of Muhammad a rapist. Okay? So you have to stop at a certain point. The woman cannot be accused unless he has four witnesses. If he chooses to take her anyway and accuses her of adultery, then he's going to have to prove it one way or the other. That's why the Sharia courts exist today. It's not like you follow your Islamic Quran anyway.
And the
Okay?
li'an thing,
Your
by the
Quran
way,
is not something that you follow 100%, nor is your hadith. That's why you've got Sharia courts all around telling you how to behave and what to do. Wow.
And the li'an thing is a subjective thing anyway. I mean, you know, I don't know what's in people's hearts. If someone would happily swear by Allah falsely and then invoke a curse upon himself, that's all subjective. I mean, and law has to be objective. It cannot be subjective. Anyway, Sammy, how are you, man?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good, bro. How about yourself?
Good, good, good. Okay, I want to get away from this subject that you guys have been talking about.
Why?
And I want to talk to you, Mushroom. I want to ask you, why are you such a Muslim hater? What has
I'm not a
Islam
Muslim
done
hater.
to you? Brother, the
okay,
way
I'm
you've
not
been
a.
talking
I'm
for the
not
last
a.
15, 20 minutes, it
Okay, you
sounds like
asked me
you
a
hate
question.
Islam.
So you asked me a question. So would you like an answer, or would you
Please,
like to
go
just
ahead,
rant and
go
complain
ahead,
about me?
go ahead, go
Okay,
ahead.
mute yourself. You've got a lot of noise. Stop saying "go ahead." Mute yourself. Okay. First of all, I don't hate Muslims. I hate Islam, but I don't hate Muslims. I talk to Muslims all the time. In fact, the reason why I do this, why I expose this evil ideology, is because I love the Muslims. Okay, because my God tells me to love my neighbor and my enemy the same way I love myself. Thank you very much. Now, secondly, I am discussing Sharia. Since I've been seeing that you guys are asking for Sharia in the West, I thought, you know what, it would be good to go over some Shari'i issues and discuss them with the Muslims to see how they like them. So today I chose to discuss al-lamam, okay, in Islam, and how to prove adultery in Islam, which is virtually impossible. You can't prove it. Okay, therefore I believe that Islamic law brings sharmata to the West. It brings prostitution and da'ara to the West. Because if you cannot prove that your wife is committing adultery, plus on top of all of that, your Muhammad said, Al-walad lil-farash wa-lil-ahir al-hajar. The offspring of his adultery is attributed to the husband of the wife, the very same wife who committed the adultery, right? The husband of the wife has to father that boy like his own flesh and blood. That is da'ara and sharmata, habibi. That's why I want to see, why do you guys want to bring your da'ara from the Middle East and bring it and apply it in the West?
Mushroom, don't forget that Allah put the hate inside the Christians in Quran chapter 5 verse 14. So if Sami has a problem, why do we have hate in us? Go deal with Allah. Why did he put hate in us? Quran chapter 5 verse 14.
We don't hate anybody. We just you know, I just made my point. I mean, would you like to respond, Sammy, or?
Yeah, I'd love to respond. So,
Okay.
again, listening to you for the last 15 minutes and the way that you're talking about Islam, it's impossible for you to say that you don't hate Islam, right?
No,
it's
I
very
hate
obvious
Islam.
that
I
you
never
do.
said I don't hate Islam. I hate its guts.
Yeah, it's obvious.
I hate the existence of this evil ideology, absolutely, because it calls out to analyze people like me, to execute me. If I was in the Middle East and if I show my face, even when I'm in the West, if I show my face, I would get analyzed by people like you. Because your Allah tells you to analyze those who criticize Islam in the Quran. So your
Brother,
ideology
don't
is a
speak
fascist
like you know me.
ideology. Your ideology is a fascist ideology that calls out to analyze the people who criticize it, okay? And we do not want such a shit ideology spreading in our Western cultures, because you are going to destroy our Western societies by bringing your rubbish of the Middle East into our societies. Thank you very much.
Brother, it sounds like you're from the Middle East.
I am. I absolutely am, yeah.
Right. So why are you acting like you're a part of the Western society, like you were born
Because
there?
I actually have loyalty to the country that I live in. I have loyalty to the people who actually helped me escape Islamic law, escape the Islamic tyranny in Iraq. Okay, my brother was killed in Iraq by you people, by your people. Okay, because he's not a Muslim. He was unalived in Iraq. Okay, and I came here running from your shit for brains of Islamic law. Okay, in the Middle East. And when I come here, you guys want to come here, follow us here, and bring the shit that caused my brother to die for absolutely no reason, and you want to apply it here so you can analyze the rest of the white people and the non-Muslims. Because your Allah in the Quran, chapter 9, verse 29, what does he tell you? Don't fight those people who do not believe in Allah and Muhammad. until they pay the jizya while they are صاغرون, humiliated. You want to humiliate non-Muslims and make them pay you extortion money if they do not become Muslims. That is Islam for you. That's why I hate Islam. I don't hate you. You're a Muslim. I wish you weren't a Muslim, but I hate your Islam because it calls out for the unaliving and for the subjugation of non-Muslims.
Right. And you are aware that Iraq has a very large Christian
Yeah, I'm talking about
community.
Islam. I'm not talking about Iraq now.
No, I understand. But you understand that Iraq has a big Christian community and they live there peacefully with no issues.
Sami, are you gonna focus on what we're saying?
Yeah, we're talking about Islam.
I'm responding to what you said.
Islam. We don't care Iraq and the Christians. We're talking about Islam. It's faithful.
But Iraq is an Islamic country.
It is Islamic country. The law is Islam in there.
So my issue is not with Iraq. It's not with the Muslims. My issue is with Islam itself. Whatever I just told you now is true. And you know, if I bring up the books of your Sharia, okay, if I bring up your Hadith and Quran, okay, I can show you incitement of hate in the Quran. For God's sake, your Allah tells Muhammad, حرض المؤمنين على الجهاد. He says, إذ لقيتم الذين كفروا فضرب الرقاب. Doesn't he say, your God? Doesn't he say that? If you find those who have disbelieved in Muhammad and Allah, so strike their necks. Doesn't he say that in the Quran?
I'm currently reading the Quran, so I couldn't confirm nor deny.
Well, that's rich, isn't it?
I'm
it's
sorry,
funny
you don't want me to educate myself?
No, I'd like you to educate yourself and to read the Quran.
Well, that's what I'm doing, yet you're laughing at it.
Yeah, it's funny how you claim to be a Muslim up here defending Islam when you haven't even read your book yet. How funny is that?
I'm reading it currently.
Well, why are you defending it before you have finished the book?
No, I'm defending Islam as a whole.
As a whole what? If you don't know Islam, why are you defending something you don't understand?
You can't say I don't know Islam. I know the 5 pillars of Islam.
But you don't know the verse I just mentioned.
Giving charity
conveniently.
and so on.
Yeah, that giving charity to who? To Muslims. Yet you charge extortion money called the jizya from non-Muslims. So the good you're doing by giving charity to Muslims, you're undoing by charging extortion money from non-Muslims. So what's your point?
The concept that you have of giving extortion money, that's not accurate.
It's not accurate? So the jizya is not extortion money? So if I came to your country, let's say you live in a Muslim country, I take over and I tell you, if you do not become a Christian, I will charge you jizya or I unalive you, I-K-I-L you, like Allah says in chapter 9 verse 29 of the Quran, when he makes the jizya a ruling for non-Muslims to pay unless they want to fight and die. That's not extortion, is it? That's peace, that's love, is it?
Oh, to be honest with you, brother, I've never heard of such law.
It's in the Quran, chapter 9, verse 29. Write down the verses I'm telling you. Go read them and come back. Let's discuss again. Because you don't seem to know much about your own religion, my friend.
When I come across chapter 9, I'll then at that point have a conversation with you about it. But I haven't come across that chapter yet, so I can't speak on it.
How convenient. All right. Cool. So anything else I can help you with, man, or?
No, that's everything. I just hope that, inshallah, Allah guides you and...
yeah, sure. He misguided me into kufr. He's not going to guide me. And he says in the Quran, whoever Allah misguides, he has no hope because Allah does not guide those whom he has misguided. Go learn your religion, Habibi, and then come and speak. All right. Next. Raj, you want to come up? Sure. Come up. What's up, Raj?
Yeah, all good. So the European massacre of the Jews, where did they go as refugees?
Thanks, man. Thanks for nothing. Guys, one thing though, like when you come up, try to address the topic. I do have, would Muslims happily live under Islamic Sharia? This is the actual topic I want to discuss. I don't want to discuss where did the Jews go when they... That's not my topic, Habibi. Are you illiterate like your prophet? Can you not read? Even though that he wasn't illiterate, it just is a lie made by the shiuch to make you think that, look how miraculous the Quran is. Allah chose an illiterate man to reveal his book to. Like, by what standard is that miraculous to begin with? I'll never understand. But anyway, we let it slide. Yeah. What? Habibi? What?
You sounded like Jordanian. You sounded like Jordanian.
Did I? I didn't even realize, bro. It's just ridiculous. Some of the shit they say, as if it makes any they're making a point, and they say it with such passion. You know, it's absolutely ridiculous. Oh man! All right, who's next? Who wants to come up next?
The guy is here defending Islam. He doesn't know nothing. He doesn't know his Quran. He's like,
he doesn't know anything.
Man.
He's just come up here. You hate Muslims.
Yeah, I know. So
that's a good debate.
We have four shoulders. We're Iraqis. We have big shoulders, nice shoulders, very warm. But be careful.
Yeah, bro. Yes, brother.
It's dangerous.
I heard a rumor that Safwan was originally from Iraq. Brother Babylon.
No way.
I heard the rumor. I don't know if it's true, but we will look into it, for the sake of Allah.
I heard the rumors too about Umar and Abu Bakr, doing it, guys been talking the talk, the cucumber and the taco.
Okay, let me bring up my worst nightmare, guys. Ashman Sasi. Hey, come up, bro.
Hello.
Hello. Is it me you're looking for? How are you, bro?
It's you.
Yes, thank you.
Wonder where you are.
Oh.
And I wonder what you do.
What's up, man? We're just mucking around. What's going on, bro?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, so why are you my worst nightmare exactly? Are you gonna bake me on this topic? To prove to us that Sharia is good for the West, or what?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and explain to us why Sharia good in the West.
First tell me, what is your understanding of Islamic Sharia?
Pray 5 times, fast Ramadan, give zakat, and do Hajj, and that's it, I guess. Is that your understanding of it?
I'm asking you, what's your understanding?
What's my understanding of Sharia?
Yeah, you're asking me of my understanding. I'm asking.
It's Islamic law based on the hadith of the Prophet, Sahih hadith of the Prophet, and verses from the Quran, Ahkam al-Quran, okay, and the consensus of your 4 schools of thought if you're a Sunni. So, Umar, thank you, man. God bless you. God bless you. I'll tell that to your father when I see him. Yes, yes, brother. Does that satisfy your question?
No,
my answer?
No, what are them laws?
What are them laws?
What are the laws?
Well, I don't understand the question. What do you mean, what are them laws?
What are the laws?
What are the laws? Okay.
Yeah.
There's lots of laws.
Here to defend or ask questions?
I'm here to get on.
No, that's okay. You could ask a question. According to Imam al-Nawawi, he tells you, for example, he gives you a ruling about ghusl. He tells you that after doing nikah with a cow, you need to do ghusl. That's a law. That's a hukum.
Okay, and why does he have authority?
I don't know. He's one of your imams, is he not?
Not necessarily. I don't think take him as authority.
Imam al-Nawawi is not one of your imams.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't take him as authority.
Okay. Fair enough. There's many laws. It's not 1 or 2 laws. Like, for example, cutting the hand of a thief. Okay, that's another law that comes straight from your Quran, from Allah.
What's wrong with that?
Well, let me ask you a question. Let's say this thief
steals
once, right? He cut one hand. He steals again, he cut another hand. And then he steals again, he cut a foot. And then he steals again, he cut another foot. Now, the fifth time he's going to steal, what is he going to steal with? With his penis? What? Like what? I don't get it.
No, the thing is, for starters, you need. It doesn't. It's not just okay. You just stole something. That's it. Your hands getting cut. You obviously there's a judge involved. These things
Yeah.
are very, very, very rare cases. It's not just you go into a shop and that's it. A judge's gonna say, okay, your hand needs to be cut. No, this guy has to be.
Really?
Yeah. If you look at Islamic history, it hasn't been continuous. These actions have not been continuous, where you see a lot of documentary cases of these. Then, for example, stealing something, it just, if you steal from a shop, it's a crime, but it's not as bad of a crime. If you're known as a thief, it depends what type of thief you are. Now,
And
if
where are you getting your information from about
It's
the
just-
specificity? Or just one second. Where are you going? Where are you getting your information in regards to which punishment? Okay. Is applied to which crime in that case? Because you haven't shown me any evidence. You're just saying stuff to me. Are you
It's
an
just-
authority on
si-
Islam?
no, it's simply a matter for the judge.
Yeah. It's simply what?
It's
Sorry?
just simply a judge's matter. So
Yeah, but where are you getting your ruling about the different scenarios? Like, for example, if someone steals an egg versus to someone stealing a bar of gold, you know?
even then, even if they
You're
stole,
giving me scenarios, but you're not giving me any actual jurisprudence.
even if they stolen a bar of gold, it'll be very, very highly unlikely that under Sharia law that their hand will still get cut. It's not something this person has to probably steal over and over again, and that's possibly
That's not what
then.
the Quran says. That's not what your Sharia says. You're
Yeah,
contradicting your
I think
Sharia.
I think mainly what I believe is Allah's emphasis. For example, He's emphasizing how bad stealing is. Although He says that in the Quran, it is just for the human being to understand that it is a very bad crime. Because
So it's not a hukum.
what do you
It's
mean?
metaphorical. It's not a hukum. It's not a ruling, is it?
Was what a ruling?
Is cutting off the hand of a thief when he steals once, is that a hukum? Is it a ruling?
It doesn't
Or
say
is it
once.
just so you can understand how bad theft is? Is it like metaphor of, you know, what is it? I don't
I
understand.
personally think it's more of an emphasis. It's more
Emphasis on what?
emphasis
You have
that it
something
is
that you need to emphasize on. So emphasis on what?
on stealing.
What is it?
On stealing.
On stealing?
Yes, it
So
emphasizes.
No, but it's talking about the punishment for stealing. So it's not emphasizing stealing, it's emphasizing the
Yeah.
punishment, right? And what is the punishment according to the Quran for the one who steals?
Yeah, it's cutting off the hand.
Okay, stop here. Stop here. So we're not going to qualify it and make up rules of the top of our heads, me and you. It's better if we go and read your Sharia books. And your Sharia books tell you that the minute someone steals even a toothpick, okay, their hand must be cut, because that's still theft, regardless of the value of the thing they're stealing. So you're making stuff up by adding scenarios and qualifying things when they don't need any qualification.
No, because if you look at Islamic history, it wasn't something that happened quite often. People's hand was
Excuse
not.
me.
was not-
Your prophet cut the hand of a thief himself. As soon as he heard that he stole something, he cut his hand, and they kept bringing him back, and he kept stealing, and he cut all of his limbs, and then they brought him again, and he stole again. But I want to know, what did this man that your prophet cut off his hand and his feet, okay, what did he steal the fifth time?
I don't
What
know.
is he going to steal with?
No idea.
If he's got no feet to stand on to walk, and he's got no hands to grab with, what is he going to steal with?
Probably his mouth.
With his mouth.
Yeah.
Are you freaking kidding me now, right now?
You can steal.
Is he Ash? Is he gonna jump? And then with what? With his butt?
Yeah, I
With
don't
his
know.
butt?
I have no idea. He
Has
would be
no
a very
legs,
slow
no arms,
thief.
No hands. What is this? Are you in Xbox?
You're asking me if someone.
Are you okay?
No.
Are you okay?
Brother, you're asking me if all your limbs are cut off. What is the only way to? What I would assume the last way to steal, and you can still probably steal without your mouth. In all honesty,
What he's
it'd
How
telling
exactly?
you, this
probably be a bit hard,
hadith is stupid.
but the mouth is very possible you can steal with the mouth. That's how animals tend to do it. They don't use penguins. Don't use
But
the hand.
do you? Okay, let's talk
Penguins don't use
more
the hand for
about.
a fish. They use the mouth.
Let's step away a bit from that. Let's just talk about how does that better societies. Would it be better, okay, for a thief when he steals once the first time? He's obviously stealing because he needs something. The man that I brought up in the hadith, he stole food, man, to feed his family. Clearly this man needed help, and no zakat would ever cover the help of every poor. Okay, so now when he stole to feed his family and then the Prophet cut off his hand, he disabled him for life. Now me as an employer, if I own a company, I'm not gonna hire someone with one hand if I need him to operate a machine, or if I want him to be a gunsmith. Okay, I'm gonna hire someone with two hands because they're able to actually produce and give me the finished product as I need it, because that's what I need in order to
Well, I think that's
sell, to make a sale.
discriminating. In
Now when
UK,
Muhammad cuts off
that's
the hand of a thief, what he is doing, he's disabling him for
in
life,
the UK,
forcing him to steal again, because the only way this guy's gonna put food on the table is if he steals again, and then he cuts off his other hand, and it keeps happening. Okay, it keeps happening, and then what? How is that gonna better society?
Well,
Exactly.
in the UK, if you open a business, you would get shut down because you're discriminating against disabled people.
Oh, this guy, man, this guy discriminating against people. Habibi, I'm talking to you, okay, from this point of view. Like, thank you, Omar. Thank you, brother. I will tell that to your mother when I see her tonight.
What's wrong?
Habibi.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
He said in UK they will shut down your business because you discriminate on the against handicap, right?
That's not true, because at the end of the day, look.
What's wrong? But Islam is calling to make people handicapped.
Exactly. Exactly. Like the handicap, your Muhammad, his laws are making people handicapped to begin with. You're causing people to become handicapped,
Yeah,
and you're telling me that I'm discriminating against them when I don't hire them. Habibi, if I've got a machine, okay, a cutting machine, cutting sandstone, okay, I need someone with two hands, for God's sake, to operate that machine. I can't have someone with just lumps for hands.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't steal.
He shouldn't steal? That's your solution?
Yeah, why would you want to steal for?
But Muhammad stole. How come nobody cut his hand?
No, forget him.
No, just wait. What's the hypocrisy? How come when Muhammad stole a piece of red velvet during the Battle of Badr, according to your Quran and Sunnah, okay, nobody punished Muhammad for stealing that piece of red velvet?
He's the prophet. He can do what he wants.
He's a prophet of Allah. He could steal all he wants.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
MashaAllah.
So tell me, why is it okay to steal? Why are you justifying stealing? Why are you trying to justify that stealing is okay? Are you a thief?
I'm the one justifying stealing when this man just admitted that it's okay for Muhammad to steal because he's a prophet of Allah, and I'm justifying stealing. Look at the cognitive dissonance on these people.
I personally think you stole some property of someone and you're trying to justify.
And guys, this guy apparently he was my biggest nightmare, right? He was my biggest nightmare.
I think you're justifying stealing, which makes you an immoral man.
You just justified stealing. Muhammad stealing. You said because he's a prophet of Allah, it's okay if he steals.
Yeah, then it's not stealing. Then it's a gift.
This guy within the same sentence, he contradicts himself. It's unbelievable.
No, I'm not contradicting. I'm saying if he's done that, it's a gift.
It's a gift if he steals.
It's a gift. Allah
gave you guys listening to this? Like, is this?
It was willed for him. But my question to you is, in that picture where you're wearing that red cloth, did you steal that?
Ash, you follow a thief and it's okay?
It's not a thief. You got gifted it.
No, he literally stole a piece of red velvet from the plunder of the Battle of Badr. Before they divided the plunder.
How do you know he
Because
stole
he
it?
used to get 20% for him and his partner, Allah.
How do
He
you know
gets
he stole it?
20%, and the rest of the ummah gets the rest.
How
And
do you know?
before they divided the plunder, there was a piece of red velvet on the very mountain of the plunder they had. And then when the Sahaba came, they're like, before they divided the plunder, they said, where is the red piece of velvet that was here? Who took it? And then one of your Sahaba turned around and he said, I think the Prophet took it.
How do you know he
So
didn't
your
buy it?
own companions accused Muhammad of taking something that did not belong to him. And when he died, they buried that cloth with him, Habibi. Because Allah in the Quran says what? He says that anybody who steals anything will bring what he stole with him on the day of judgment. So your Sahaba, because they're pagans, they believe that, you know, we take everything that is in the grave with us to Allah after we die, okay? They threw that piece of red velvet with him.
Moshe,
How
why
about
don't you
that?
accept the truth? Why are you so arrogant and ignorant? Why can you not accept the truth?
Guys, this is a nightmare, but of a different kind,
No,
honestly.
no, it's a serious question. Why is it so hard for you to accept the truth?
Oh,
You'll
man.
do anything to not accept the truth. You just can't. It's just something in your heart.
Wait.
You just cannot. You cannot bow down to the
I
Creator.
have to.
Ash,
Brother,
Ash,
watch your
Ash.
head, man. Watch your head, and thanks for the clip,
Seriously.
man. Thanks for the clip. Cheers,
Why
buddy.
don't you accept the truth? What truth? Sleeping with baby girls? Why don't you accept the
Alright.
truth? What truth?
Like, he
Ana
just
like
gave me a
people?
clip by saying Muhammad is okay to steal because he's a prophet of Allah. Muslim logic, guys. This is Islam. This is Islam for you. At its I don't know if it's finest or worst, but this is Islam for you. At its most honest, they're telling you, Muhammad, it's okay for him to steal because he is a prophet of Allah. Why? Well, because he's a prophet. That's why it's okay for him to steal. But nobody cut his hand when he stole. He didn't apply Allah's law upon himself. He didn't. Why? Because he's a hypocrite and a criminal. That's why. Ya'fur, exactly, Alpha. Alright, who else wants to come up? Please be like, just, oh, man. Guys, did you hear that? I didn't say anything. He said it. He said Muhammad is okay for him to steal because he's a prophet of Allah. It's okay for him to marry a child because he's a prophet of Allah. It's okay for him to grape because he's a prophet of Allah. It's okay for him to get ridden by the nation of the Zut, 70,000 of them, because he's a prophet of Allah. It's okay for him to invite another man into his marital bed while his wife was there. Why? Because he's a prophet of Allah, ya akhi. It's okay for him to go and tempt men with women like a pimp. Why? Because he's a prophet of Allah, ya habibi. That's why. What's wrong with you, Mushroom? You don't understand that a prophet of Allah could do all of these things and there is no blame upon him whatsoever? You don't understand that, people? You kuffar, you zanadiq? Ya kafirs? Oh, man. I'm making the clip, sis. Don't worry about that. I am making Oh, man. All right. Who wants to come up? Type one in the comments if you want to come up. It's a prophet. He's a prophet of Allah. That's the justification. So a poor man who does not have any money to feed his family, he steals an egg to feed his son, right? That they cut his hand off. For that. Instead of telling him, going up to him and saying, brother, why are you stealing? Don't you know it's haram to steal? He says, I know, but I have a son that I need to feed, man. Like, you know. You don't have money to feed your son? No, I don't have money to feed my son. Okay, Habibi, come look after my horses here and I will give you 1 dinar every day. Okay? So you can go buy food and put it on the table. And if I see you again stealing after I've given you a job, because Muhammad was a millionaire anyway of his time. If I see you stealing again, then I will cut your hand. That would be more reasonable